I want to talk to you about SumUp. And when we talk about SumUp, we are talking about a POS, a point of sale system. And it's really important to look at the pros and cons, the functionalities, the pricing, everything. So this will be an in-depth review of the tool. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about SumUp, I want you to think about a point of sale system that allows you to optimize your inventory, optimize your transactions, and optimize your customer relationship management. Okay. And so this actually, this SumUp provider, if you will, is based in the UK. So it's not a US provider. It's a UK based mobile point of sale provider. And we love the fact that they are actually, in the last few years, they've been really kicking ass like crazy. I mean, they've been bringing a lot of innovation to the market. So that's really good. And we love the fact that with SumUp, you have the ability to have a point of sale hardware and software for companies that want to use and accept all methods of payments. And SumUp's POS system can accept chip, swap, and contactless forms of payment. And the hardware, which is available in several options and prices, connects to the SumUp mobile app via Bluetooth. So that's kind of cool in terms of flexibility already. And SumUp offers a smaller and more affordable hardware for mobile payments, as well as customizable full-scale POS systems for larger businesses that need more, let's say, a more robust set of features, including a cash register, receipt printer, and a tablet. So everything depends upon the configuration that you want to have for your POS. But the cool thing is that SumUp can really accommodate all kinds of functionalities, all kinds of businesses. So that's really good. Small business, large business, medium-sized business. This is really good. And we think that SumUp's mobile POS systems are really ideal for merchants who need an easy way to process payments on the go. So let me give you an example. Let's say you sell merchandise at fairs or festivals. A portable POS system's flexibility will be really helpful for you, not only to connect with your customers, but also to collect payments, right? Because you got to take care of that revenue, really important. So SumUp accepts all major credit cards and payment methods, including Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. So that's really good. Let me talk to you about the pros and cons of SumUp here. So when you think about SumUp, I want you to think about a tool that's constantly being improved upon, though. So it's not a static tool. I just want to clarify that. So I want to first talk to you about the advantages. So you have a lower than average transaction fees, no monthly subscription fees, ability to process international cards. As I said a little earlier, the SumUp, the provider is based in the UK, so they have already from the get-go an international sort of vision, if you will. There is a free 30-day trial, so this is really good. The tool itself is simple to use. You have an excellent app and good support. So overall, what we love about the SumUp is that you have a tool that has on average lower fees, and we also want to really focus on the fact that you have a low commitment, because when you think about it, SumUp's low prices are its primary competitive advantage. Its entire hardware lineup costs $99 or less. There is no monthly cost or long-term contract, and its payment processing costs are easy to understand and competitively priced. So I want you to think about minimalist hardware with a few details that stand out, okay? And so those are the pros. Nothing really complicated here, okay? And we love the transparency in terms of pricing. And keep in mind, you don't have to pay any monthly account fees or minimum fees as an account holder, okay? What about the cons here? Let's talk about the detriments, the disadvantages that you can expect to have with SumUp. First of all, they do not accept high-risk merchants. Phone support is only available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. But since they're based in the US, since they're based in the UK, you got to really think about the time difference there too. And as a merchant, you must apply for a virtual terminal, and they have less visible presence in the US. I mean, they're still growing, but they're not where other players are yet. So this is very important. So you have to apply separately for a virtual terminal that allows you to process payments remotely if you are a merchant. This policy, in our view, differs from one of SumUp's top competitor is Square, for example, where you are able to process a remote payment automatically once you set up an account, right? And this is an important. And another thing that you need to pay attention to if you were to go with SumUp is that they're not going to actually allow you to have more advanced hardware specs. No, they have pretty minimalist hardware specs, but as long as your needs are not really that big, you should be good to go. You should really appreciate what SumUp is bringing to the market. I want to talk to you about the features here. When you think about SumUp POS, what kind of features should you be thinking about? First of all, you need to really understand that the SumUp POS terminal concept and indeed the other products in the range certainly makes a change from many of the other humdrum chunks of hardware out there, right? So there is a SumUp stand, which is in effect is sustainably sourced and neatly styled bit of kit to hold a tablet. There is also, when it comes to SumUp the features, you have also the Air card reader, which will let you accept major debit and credit cards, including contactless chip and PIN, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. You can also make use of the SumUp charging station, which ensures that your terminal is ready to go at any given time. And this is kind of cool because you have some kind of efficiency, but also operational flexibility there. In terms of functionality, then the SumUp POS revolves around the supporting app, which if you activate the product catalog, allows you to utilize it as a point of sale solution, which you should anyway. You need to really you need to activate the product catalog because you want to have that level of flexibility. So the product catalog lies at the heart of the SumUp POS because it lets you create, manage, and customize all of the products and categories in your business. In other words, you have a clear idea about your inventory. Okay, and the functionality therefore includes everything needed to itemize your stock, such as pictures, prices, and descriptions. And that really has a deciding factor, if you will, on your revenue. Okay, and speaking of about deciding factors here, you have payment processing fees, hardware cost, and you also have customer service. Now, payment processing fees, you have 2.75% for in-person transactions with SumUp card readers, 2.90% plus 15 cents for online invoice transactions, 3.25 plus 15 cents for manually keyed card reader transactions or payment-linked transactions. You have 2.6% plus 10 cents for in-person transactions with SumUp POS system. And you have 3.5% plus 15 cents for card not present transactions with SumUp POS system. As you probably know, card not present transactions are more expensive because the risk of fraud is higher. So this is an important element to think about. Let's talk about the value added here. So when you think about SumUp POS, what kind of value added should you be thinking about? Well, the first value added that we have identified is the ease of use. Okay, SumUp's hardware is designed to be intuitive and easy to use. It is very easy to set up, and once your account is approved, because your account has to be approved though, and it takes about 24 to 48 hours. Once your account is approved, you can start accepting payments right away. And the pricing of hardware and transaction fees is kind of transparent. I mean, relatively transparent, like 90% compared to the other players in the market. And this makes it very easy to manage accounting and expenses. There are also multiple affordable hardware options to choose from that do not require custom pricing. Another value that SumUp POS adds to your operation is the security. I mean, all data processed on SumUp's server is encrypted as well as transferred to SumUp's secure payment server. And the company doesn't store any sensitive information on mobile devices, including smartphones, tablets, and card readers. And this is kind of cool. And so SumUp complies with the following security standards. So you have PCI DSS, so Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. This is really a standard for the credit card industry for data transfer and storage. You have SSL and TLS. So TLS stands for Transport Layer Security, and SSL stands for Secure Sockets Layer. And those are encryption protocols that protect the information transmitted over the internet. And SumUp uses 256-bit encryption, the standard level for software companies processing sensitive data. And you also have a PGP, so this is pretty good privacy, which is really an international encryption program used for transmitting information online. So you have another value added there. Now, customer service and support is not really an area where we will classify, we will categorize SumUp as adding value. So if you are the kind of person who prefers to speak over the phone when you need customer support, you might find the hours limited, as phone support is only available, as I said earlier, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. There's also the option to receive support via email or to find the information you need on the company's online support center. And in terms of other areas where SumUp POS really adds value, you have the ability to increase your performance. So SumUp is all about speed and convenience, which is really echoed by the super speedy way you can sign up for an account and order your terminal within 5 minutes. In terms of payment processing, then SumUp POS is able to handle Visa, VPay, MasterCard, Maestro, American Express, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Diners Club, Discover, and Union Pay. And all of this benefits from the SumUp policy of not having any fixed or recurring cost, so you just get charged a small fee per transaction. Performance on all fronts, no matter which route you take, appears to be pretty impressive. So we love that a lot because SumUp is constantly trying to increase its ability on that front. So that's really fantastic. Another thing I want to talk to you here about is the fact that SumUp is constantly sort of increasing its capabilities, its area of capabilities. So in terms of flexibility and scalability, you have a tool that's really up there in terms of helping you get the job done a lot faster. So regardless of the size of your operation, you will enjoy that level of flexibility, that's for sure. I want to talk to you now about the cost. So when you think about SumUp, I want you to look right now on the screen. So for SumUp POS, you have what they call the POS with Essentials and POS with Pro. So you go from $99 per month to all the way to $289 per month. It's a lot easier to actually pay per year, actually, because you can save close to 32% if you were to pay annually versus monthly. So something to think about. If you're interested in SumUp POS, you definitely want to go for an annual recurring charge as opposed to a monthly recurring charge. Now, you do not have a free trial. You do not have a free version. There is no freemium version here. You can, however, book a demo. You can book a demo, and the demo will be live for about 2 weeks, where you can really test out the product and see if you like it. But a demo is not a live. It's not a live environment, so you're not going to see exactly how SumUp works. But at least you have an idea. At least you have an idea, okay? But the thing I want to say here is that basically you have to understand that when you go with SumUp, you have to first have a clear idea about your needs, because whether you go with the POS with Pro, the POS with Essentials, or the POS only, everything depends upon what kinds of needs you have in terms of the number of users, in terms of the number of locations, in terms of the volume of credit card transactions that you intend to process every single month, right? Because they are charging you per transactions. Your total cost will depend upon the overall volume of transactions that you have. I gave you the volume. I gave you the pricing a little earlier in terms of the payment processing cost, right? 2.75%, 2.90%, 3.25%, 2.6%, 3.5%. It really depends upon whether or not you have a card not present transactions keyed in, or other forms of payments. And in terms of the hardware cost, you have $54 for SumUp Plus card reader, $64 for SumUp Plus Cradle bundle, $99 for SumUp Solo touchscreen, $169 for SumUp Solo printer bundle, and you'll have $7.99 for SumUp POS bundle. Now, those are not monthly subscription; those are one-time fees anyway. Let's talk to you about the rivals here. So when we think about SumUp is not the only player in this field. They have a lot of competitors. You have, but I want to focus on two of the most important competitors. You have Clover, and Square. So, let's talk about Clover first. So, while SumUp does not charge a monthly subscription, Clover's subscription fee starts at $9.95. In general, Clover's hardware and software are more expensive than SumUp's, but it may be a better fit for large companies, especially restaurants. And Clover's fees are also lower than SumUp's for charges over $200. So something to really think about. So when you think about Clover, think about flexibility first. And then let's compare and contrast real quick SumUp versus Square. Now, neither SumUp nor Square charges a monthly subscription fee for their service. For small businesses, both options are competitive, especially if you are trying to really count every penny that goes out of your cash flows, right? And so Square's first card reader is free, while terminals starts at $2.99. However, and this is the big however, Square's free card reader may be too basic for some businesses, especially if you're trying to really collect payments on the go. So it's worth considering SumUp's options, which starts at about $35 to $45 a month, right? The lowest transaction fee for you will depend on the average amount of individual transactions. Square has the lowest transaction fee in general, but SumUp's fee are lower than Square for transactions below $40. And so SumUp may be a better choice for small business owners whose average transactions do not exceed $40 in the first place. And what I want to say here is that it really depends on what you are looking forward to. In addition to besides Square and Clover, you also have Zettle, PayPal Zettle. And so we love Zettle because it has a similar pocket calculator vibe and price point, but it has a pricing tier that's a little different. PayPal Zettle also has a traditional desktop terminal and a POS system. This option, which is owned by online payments giant PayPal, might be a good match if you sell also online. So this is really cool. So Square is great for growing businesses. PayPal is great for those businesses who are already clients of PayPal's. Okay, and you have to see, once again, going back to what I said, you have to see what works for you and based on your specific needs. So is this tool really worth it? What is our verdict? Well, the SumUp family of products and services continue to impress us thanks to its low cost and stress-free usability. So if you're looking for an in-house supplement to your mobile processing apparatus, if you will, then the SumUp POS system is a great choice for you. And so do we recommend it? Yes, we definitely recommend it, but it has to be for a specific operation. So when you think about SumUp's payment processors, you have to think about processors that are designed for businesses that need to actually charge their customers. So while the company originally focused on mobile payment processors, it now offers more robust hardware for retail stores, and SumUp's standard mobile products are ideal for businesses that transact less than $150,000 per year, with an average ticket price of less than $20 to $40. If you transact more than this, SumUp recommends reaching out to its team for a customized package. Basically, they will really talk to you and see if you are going to what kind of needs you have and what kind of a transactional volume you have. Okay, and so just remember that SumUp is based in the UK. That's really good. So you are able to use SumUp internationally, not a problem. You can accept cards outside of the United States as long as they have a Visa, VPay, Discover, MasterCard, Maestro, or American Express logo. And for cards issued outside of the country where you are registered your SumUp account, the cardholder must pay the bank a fee for their currency conversion policy. And this is not actually SumUp taking care of that. The bank must take care of that. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about SumUp and SumUp POS, and I'll give you the overview, the pros and cons, the features, the value added, the cost, the rivals, and now the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.